Santa is left in dismay this Christmas. His reindeer have given up on him on Christmas Eve. In order for presents to be delivered to the good boy Anthony, Santa must deliver his presents with his trusty old 30 candy cane long ladder, his Ram 3500. Evil Elf Connor gets tired of holding the ladder and needs to warm his hands. He turns, and Santa and his ladder crash into the ground. Evil Elf Connor immediately feels remorse and tries to resuscitate Santa. As that's happening, the good boy Anthony wakes up. Startled, he throws his candy cane at the ceiling fan. Then he begins to get out of bed, but he can't decide how he wants to get out of bed. He then runs to the window to go to the roof and inspect the scene. He walks to the edge of the roof, taking mental measurements. Then he throws his magical candy cane grappling hook at Santa and his ladder.
The good boy Anthony knows that the ladder is 30 candy canes long. He also knows that the distance between the bottom of the ladder and the roof is 18 candy canes, while knowing that he pulls the candy cane rope up at a rate of 12 candy canes per second.
Alright, in order to find the height of the roof, you're going to use Pythagorean theorem and plug it into your equation, and you find that B, also known as Y, is 24 candy canes in length. Needs to know the rate of change between the bottom of the ladder and the bottom of the house in order to have enough time to pull up Santa's ladder to help him. So we are going to find x prime. So using the Pythag equation, we're going to derive it, and the 2's cancel out in front, and then because z prime is 0, that's not changing, because we know that the ladder is 30 candy canes in length. The z's disappear, so we're left with x prime plus y prime equals 0. And since we want to know the rate of change here at the bottom between the ladder and the house, we are going to solve for x prime, and we get the equation negative y prime divided by x. And since the ladder is getting closer, it's going to be negative, so don't get worried about the negative there. So that's going to change. And then we plug in the problem, because we have up here y equals 24 candy canes, and then we have the rate of change for y prime would be 12 candy canes per second divided by 18 candy canes, which is x, and then we find out that it is 16 candy canes per second for the rate of change. And then changing it back into feet, we're going to divide by 3, because 3 candy canes equal 1 foot, and we're going to find that it's 5.33 repeating feet per second for the ladder getting pulled up against the house.
So, after finding the rate of change of x, the good boy Anthony was finally able to pull up the ladder and save Christmas.